My name is Sinclair Fleming, Chairman at the Chamber of Commerce, your voice of business. Now, we want to make sure that businesses are protected. And part of that protection is to make sure that we understand that you understand your rights. When you're dealing with the Labor Department, you need to understand that from age-old days, the Labor Department has been considered the employee complaint department. This has to stop. The business community is the backbone of the Virgin Islands, and we cannot have government officials coming out and telling employees to act like Inspector Gadget or Sherlock Holmes on person's job site, recording IP and getting stuff together. No. Employees should have a right to have all of the information. Nothing that was quoted is incorrect. As a matter of fact, some of it has been misquoted. And just to be clear, Mr. Hastings did the right thing. He's the labor commissioner. They asked him a question at the interview, and he stated what the employees' rights are. But sometimes we get these over highlighted headlines, and then it causes a lot of issues. And some of the context inside is directly against businesses with no counterpoint. And this is the counterpoint. At the Chamber of Commerce, we advise you to always give persons the payroll slips. Always take out the taxes. Number one, pay them into the relative tax authorities. And then make sure your employees have what they need on the job to be successful on the job. But you need to protect yourself as well. As we all know, some of these employees come to work, they come in for 8 hours, you barely getting 4 hours of work out of themselves. Them coming to work late is disrespect to you. They on TikTok live at work, that's disrespect to you. We need to make sure you know your rights as well. We want you to make sure that you give them letters each time. Let them understand what their probationary period is. Make sure that these persons that are coming onto your job site is part of your company culture. Listen, let me tell you something. There's something called a turnover rate in business. This is why sometimes you come into businesses and you see a different face every time. A lot of businesses are concerned about the turnover rate. We are not. If these people come to work on your site and they don't reflect your company culture, fire them. Get rid of them. Obviously, speak to them, train them, carry them along, right? Everyone is not the same. They may need some excess training. But you can't train a good attitude sometimes. You have to think about your company, your kids, your family. Half of the business owners that people speaking about don't even make money on the business. We have to stop this demonization of businesses. It don't look good in the public sphere. The BVI cannot live without businesses. Who gonna hire all these people? We want to make sure everyone is treated fairly. No business person should take advantage of any of their staff. No business person should take advantage of any of their staff. And I don't think they do. The innocent cannot continue to suffer for the guilty. Of course, there are bad actors. Of course, there's businesses that don't pay Social Security. Of course, there's people that hire people for contract work and don't pay them. We understand that. But over and by large, most companies in the BVI, small, medium, and large, trying to do the right thing. We cannot have government officials coming online or being misquoted by the media to insinuate that person should come into businesses and be like Inspector Gadget or Sherlock Holmes, compiling a criminal case against businesses in case they get fired. And then we have this thing in the public sphere where, the businesses were looking for a reason to fire me. Sometimes we don't have to look far. We don't have to look far. You're coming to work late. One girl just last week, she supposed to be at work 8:30. She training on probation. She let her manager to know. She going by electricity, go pay her bill. She forget. Multiple people going on to labor and lying on the business owners. The same business owners that were giving them a chance. Numerous times they could have written them letters. They could have fired them. They gave them a chance. And then when they finally had enough and they pull the trigger and they fire this person, they done at labor lying. And then labor take your tax dollars. The same tax dollars the business paying, as a matter of fact, the same tax dollars the business is paying to drag these businesses down there to be in mediation for days or weeks after this person lie because they can't get a job. Then they go immigration and they lie to get a conditional permit. You fire them, 2 weeks later you see them walking about. Happy, happy, happy. Whether they win the mediation or not, you know what happens to the employee? Nothing. Nothing happens. We got to stop. Listen, we got to stop this. I told y'all before, behind closed doors all the time. We don't work for you and we ain't scared of you. The business community works with the government. We don't want to be doing this. We don't want to be demonized. The innocent have to stop suffering for the guilty. This thing have to stop. The Labor Department is supposed to work for both sides. This is not the employee complaint department. Me, myself, I've been on labor. I own multiple business. I've been on labor 3-4 times already in the last 10 years with my foot up on the table because I know I right. But the point is, you drag me down there. Who gonna pay? Who paying for my time? Who paying for the stalling of my business? And then this person, they just get to go work someplace else. Okay, sorry. And they gone. No, man, we got to stop this. They have multiple penalties for business. Everything, every government meeting you're going, the business is going to pay. How we going to pay? We hiring people with a backbone, every sponsorship, every party, every festival powered by our business. We need to train these people better. They're coming on site, we trying to train them. But now we get some blows. We get some blows and we're trying to walk through it. Ask any business owner you speak to, we're trying to walk through it, but it's difficult to then turn around and the very government you paying talking thing about whole compiled information. No, we got to stop this. We have to stop this. The Labor Department is very good. The commissioner at the moment is my good friend. The processes are antiquated. The system is not working the way it should, but it's better than how it was. We don't have an issue and the business community willing to work together to help. But we need to be careful about the messages we're putting out in the public sphere. Some of these employees come into your business after you done blood, sweat, and tears, miss half of your children baseball game and can't go family vacation to come up by your business to tell you how you should run it, when they gonna come work, what they have to do on their lunch hour, go buy lunch, do what they need to do, and then come back to eat lunch on your job. They gone early because their daycare out early and they don't want to pay some extra fee. Work done 6 o'clock. What are you talking about? No, we got to stop this. Too much business owners experiencing the same thing. Good, bad, and in between. We need to train persons to respect the business they come to. They look at it as this big bad business that's trying to do them something. We don't want to do you nothing. As a matter of fact, we need the human capital. This whole thing about my manager were looking for a way to fire me or the owner were looking for you. You know how much it costs to recruit, hire, and train people? We don't want to lose you at all. As a matter of fact, we're looking for ways to keep you. When the meetings come out, we try to find a way that it could work. We move you from department to department. We train you with extra skills, but we can't out-train a bad attitude. We need to be careful about what's happening in the public sphere. We need to be careful about what we're telling the mass audience are young job seekers. Yes, protect yourself. I'm not saying that you should be beholden to a company. Get all your documents together. Get your pay slips. Make sure your social security being paid. Make sure you're getting paid for all your hours. Check your employment contract. Check the labor code to see what you're entitled to. But don't send nobody on the job to record how much time this building didn't have water. That time the country don't have water. Then 6 months, 7 months later, they done by labor lying that we didn't want him to go to the bathroom. What you mean? And then you got me down there for 4, 5, 8, 26, 34 hours in a week trying to prove to you that this lady, male, adult, or child lying. We don't have time. We don't have time. Business already hard in the BVI. We don't have time to deal with all of these ticky-tack issues. We're willing to train. We're willing to show up. We're willing to give people jobs. But we are a company to run. At the end of the month, when one of the financial institutions call for the loan money, they never ask if Sister Mary come work last week. They don't care. When your child want a school fee pay, they never ask how business going. They don't care. They themselves are a business. They need to be paid. Some of these people come in with the express intention to ruin your business. Who ain't stealing cash money, come and work late. They stealing time, school time in, they printing all the class project them on your printer. We are allowing certain things because we understand how the work baladi sometime me, sometime you. We cannot have, we got to work together as a business community and the government to make sure that the general populace what already in and what coming in understand. You need to respect the businesses you work for. This is not nameless, faceless people. These people live right here. These people live right here. The same people sponsoring festival, the same people sponsoring your boat rides. They don't happen without business intervention. And that don't happen without profits. We're going to work with the Labor Department to make sure we put out information that businesses know their rights. They have something called succession. Somebody passed probation, give them 1 letter, 2 letter, 3 letter suspension through the door. It's very difficult to get rid of a person you train because now you got to pick up another person to train them again. But until people understand how hard the job market is and what needs to be done, you need to protect your company. It's very difficult to fire persons. As a matter of fact, my friends used to call me to fire their employees because they just can't do it. They want them to change. They want to keep you. They can't. The company culture, you're making it too toxic when you come to work. If you come to work, but you're making it too toxic when you're here. Somehow spend more time at work than home. We need to make the environment comfortable. And it's very difficult to do sometimes when the company managers acting away, the employees under them acting away, the boss acting away. Everybody need to be trained from the top come down. I'm not leaving out the persons in charge, but we need to have a holistic view. Don't just tell employees to come on the job and be like Sherlock Holmes. I don't like that. And we need to stop it. Remember, the business community, they work hand in hand. But we don't need hands on, because I tell you before, we don't work for you, and we ain't scared of you. We want to work together. Please, let's work together to make sure the information get to who it need to be before it spin out and the wrong things after that. Join the chamber accounts.